It's perhaps the grimmest milestone of the pandemic. At least 1 million COVID deaths in the U.S., according to an official NBC News count.
That number is devastating, but in the modern context, 1 million deaths in a very advanced country is unthinkable.
Dr. Umesh Gidwani with Mount Sinai Hospital was on the front lines in New York City, one of the earliest epicenters of the pandemic.
It's very hard to lose a patient that you've been fighting for.
His cardiac ICU was converted into a full-time COVID unit.
Back in March of 2020, what was the worst case scenario back then?
When we started off, we were completely unawares. We were caught unawares and we were not very clear about where this would go.
Dr. Angela Chen diagnosed the first confirmed COVID case in New York.
What I replay and recount is, the patients that I've encountered with COVID and kind of being with them in their final days.
Here in New York, new COVID hospitalizations are on the rise again, topping 2,000 for the first time since late February. There are also concerns of a possible fifth or sixth wave in some parts of the country. California cases are up 10% over the last week. But 1 million is much more than just a number for so many Americans. Lisa Wilson in Palm Beach County, Florida, lost her grandmother Lily Mae to COVID last summer.
It was so terrifying. My aunt called me one Sunday morning, I think, and she said something is wrong with her. She was laid across the bed, and she was like gasping for air. She was gasping for air.
In all, 6 relatives claimed by COVID.
It was very, very hard. Everyone was just confused about the whole situation.
We love you.
So heartbreaking. She says all 6 of her relatives who died were unvaccinated. And to give you a sense of just how large a COVID death toll is, 1 million is double the population of the entire city of Atlanta. And guys, for more context, the 1918 flu pandemic killed about 675,000 people in the U.S., making COVID the deadliest pandemic in American history.